Basically, if we look at the operators and the telecoms landscape today, I think the mobile operators is facing exactly the same heat that we've seen the fixed line operator went through, which is basically how relevant I am to the subscribers. Basically, there's a lot of the subscriber today. The customer is a king. He has thousands of ways of communicating with his peers, with his friends, with his families. He can choose whatever bearer and he can communicate basically. So today, as a mobile operator, most of the mobile operators are being squeezed heavily. They're squeezed because of basically the competition between them internally, because of the different technologies that are allowing the consumer to communicate, not using only voice or even traditional data types of services, but basically the subscriber can communicate anyway and reach to his friends. So the relevance is getting less and less. And today, they have got something on their hands that is the most powerful, which is every single human being, most of the people in this universe basically, they have got a handset on their hands. So everybody have got a mobile. While not everybody have access to PC, especially here in our continent, not everybody have access to to IT type of services. But the mobile is in everybody's hands. So this is something that we have today, and what we need is to leverage that and adding a little bit of technologies to make it the easiest and the most effective communication tool. Not necessarily the most expensive, or not necessarily the one that basically requires a lot of things to happen. So leveraging a lot of the new technologies and leveraging the industries around us, I think the operators can increase the relevance and fight back against the trends that are happening now, because social networks and newer technologies is taking over. The operators have got the strengths that they have their coverage and have their alliances also. So and also the conglomerates that we have, people like MTN, the Vodacoms, the Vodafones, the Orange. They have all those networks and they have all those subscribers. And what they need to do is to leverage that strength is basically of communicating with the enterprise market. The biggest market today, or the biggest opportunity for the operators, it's on the enterprise market. And leveraging that market basically will yield a win-win situation for both the enterprise and for the operators. The enterprise have no way of communicating with the subscribers on a direct format, on a near type of real time. The only way is they do it through a phone, basically having surveys, and it's too expensive and not effective. It's always, get the results as basically as a lagging indicator, not a leading indicators. What we offer together with operators and what we thinking, what we think the operator should do is to leverage the new business models and to work with the enterprise hand in hand together with technologies to make sure that they can reach the subscribers and communicate in a two-way. So the brands get, the immediate results of what they're doing, and at the same time the operator gets their revenue and more relevant to the consumer. So increases also the loyalty. To give you an example, just a specific example, if Coca-Cola wants to reach all of their subscribers as kind of a loyalty, and also to promote in a seasonality like the summertime, to promote more selling, they will have a kind of a promotion that you can redeem, redeem points or redeem extra cans or Cokes basically. If just opening the bottle and having a PIN number and just allowing you to have a free SMS, just sending a free SMS with the PIN number, then you will get your redeem voucher, and you can get it like a coupon over on your mobile, and then you can drive it to the stores where you can get more your gift. This type of models, just a very simple example, you can take it into all the consumers basically on fast-moving goods. Not only just Coca-Cola, you can take it to Hershey's, you can take it to Tobler, you take it to any kind of consumer products. And it can drive the need and also drive the loyalty and the two-way communication. So you get the effect, the results, launching new products, getting to know what's happening immediately. And what's missing today is basically the link or the gap between the brands and the enterprises and also the telecoms operators. And technology players like us can help you with the business model and with the technologies that allow this to happen in an effective and inexpensive way. What's different between the African market and I would say a difference with the Western Europe and the North American model, the North American and the Western Europe is predominantly a postpaid model with high ARPU. In Africa here, with the exception of South Africa have got one of the highest ARPUs on the entire continent, but with the exception, it's mostly predominantly a prepaid market with ARPU dropping. So when you're doing any kind of business model, you have to put in mind that most of the subscriber, the growth is coming from the youth and from the prepaid segments. So your target offering has to be very much looking into that and considering that. Let me give you some simple examples of how to do it. And some of these are type of technologies that we offer to operators worldwide. We launched some of them already with some of the operators in Latin America, for instance. Latin America simulates the African market, but have a higher ARPU, a little bit of higher ARPU. African market have got lower ARPU and more congested. If you look at the a simple model, which is something like what we call a collect SMS. A student wants to communicate with his parents. He doesn't have enough credit. He ran out of credit. He can send to his mom or his dad and saying, for me, I want to communicate with you, but this is a collect SMS, like a collect call. So the father or the mother just picks it up and said, fine. Same thing if I'm a father or if I'm someone who wants to inquire about something. I can ask and have something called like a gift SMS or a prepaid SMS, which is, I'm using this because this is the simplest way of communication and have an effect, like a two-way communication and a right response in real time. A prepaid SMS, you send like a grandmom wants to know about her grandson results and how should she do the test. She knows that she doesn't have credit, she makes it very easy. She just send her an SMS, a prepaid SMS, saying, tell me, how did you do? And these types of examples basically allow the people to communicate faster and easier, and it's not mostly costly. It's basically having the leverage of someone maybe in postpaid, giving credit to prepaid, but you need to have these flexibilities and need to have that kind of small, simple algorithm that are available in technology. And there's a lot of other examples that we can do.